Hello friends, Sarah Sunstone here, and welcome back to Cherry on Top. In today's episode, I'll be counting down 10 of the most satisfying upcoming cozy games. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10 is Muri Wildwoods, a cozy cleaning adventure with puzzle and platforming elements. In this title, you play as Muri, who arrives on a colorful island with the goal of tracing the source of corruption found there, which has overwhelmed the great forest spirit, leaving it unable to fulfill its purpose. As you adventure deeper into the wild, you'll jump and splash through the lush but polluted nature, solving relaxing puzzles with your trusty water blaster along the way. Of course, you'll also use this tool and its unlockable nozzles to clean corrupted nature and its critter inhabitants in super satisfying ways. You can also befriend the creatures you help, which includes cataloging and petting them. Plus, there are over 1,000 items to clean, many hidden secrets to uncover, and apparently even some accessibility settings to tailor the gameplay to different preferences. I love games that give you the opportunity to restore beautiful environments, and with the power washing type mechanics, this looks like it could be very satisfying to play. The game has no set release date just yet, however it is listed as coming soon on Steam. Next at number 9 is Leaf Blower Co., a chill, physics-driven simulation game where you use a leaf blower to clear away piles of leaves across a variety of outdoor settings. The game offers a campaign or story mode in which you'll clear away clutter and bring back a world of peace and tranquility. In this mode, you'll spend money earned on new gear, upgrades, and even new cosmetic styles. And it seems like there will also be some unique conditions for some of the jobs. For example, you'll need to tidy up a playground in the pouring rain, ready the local tennis court after a sudden snowstorm, and complete some last-minute requests from certain residents. The tools in your arsenal will extend beyond the simple leaf blower. There's a vacuum, a torch, a rake, and even an airbrush spray paint kind of tool. Plus, each location has a selection of optional bonus objectives and hidden Easter eggs found throughout to reward exploration of every corner and clever use of tools. Beyond the main campaign, there is also a free play mode, offering the ability to choose location, weather conditions, and ideal time of day to play your way. Leaf Blower Co. is set to release sometime this year in 2025 on PC via Steam. By the way, if you love the Cherry on Top series, please let me know by shining the lovely like button and making sure you're subscribed to my channel with your notifications on so you never miss out on discovering your next favorite game. Then at number 8 is Cozy Game Restoration, a soothing simulation game where your task is to bring forgotten video game cartridges back to life. You'll unwrap carefully sealed mystery packages, which looks like half the fun, honestly. You'll peel the tape to open the boxes by hand, unwrap the paper, lift the box flaps, and reveal what's inside. And each game is flawed in its own way and procedurally dirtied. So some are scuffed, drawn on, covered in adhesive residue. Others have cracked shells that need repair, and the grime is also layered, so that includes dust, ink, discoloration, and sticker glue. In order to restore the cartridges, you'll require a series of different tools and techniques to make them good as new. And in terms of the game cartridges themselves, some are actually common finds while others are rarer, like regional variants, developer-exclusive models, signed copies, and limited editions. As you restore the games, you'll complete collection-based quests for games of certain genres, and each completed set rewards you with a wrapped gift. Now, in keeping with the rest of the game, you do also get to unwrap these gifts, which will reveal different cosmetic decorations that you can place on your desk, your shelf, or your workstation. And everything here can be moved, rotated, and placed freely, giving you full control over your workspace layout. The mechanics of this game appear to be so tactile, where every little movement has been carefully designed to be satisfying. Cozy Game Restoration is also listed as coming soon on Steam, but according to the developers, it has actually been built from the ground up for Steam Deck specifically. Coming in at number 7 is Townseek, a relaxing exploration trading adventure where you take to the skies of Explora in search for the lost legacy of Sir Reginald Sharkingston. On your journey, you'll discover exotic landmarks, meet whimsical townsfolk, go fishing, and collect rare artifacts. Now, as you can see, the world is completely hand-drawn and so full of color and character. There are lush forests, frozen icebergs, sweeping deserts, fiery volcanoes, and deep oceans to explore. The different regions also offer unique landmarks landmarks, resources, hidden secrets, and colorful curiosities waiting to be found. While you're visiting the different towns, you can meet the local residents and trade goods for profit. You can also take on quests to build your reputation and unlock upgrades, adorable companions, and cosmetic rewards to customize your airship. But there's no rush in Townseek, so you can always stop to cast a line, mine for artifacts, dig up buried treasures, snap photos, or even grow delicious fruits. Now, there's something about this game where every interaction and activity is so incredibly satisfying. Every rock you hit, fish you catch, and treasure you collect gives you a hit of dopamine with how tactile and responsive it feels. Last time I played the demo, I found it very difficult to put down. So if you'd like a taste of exactly what I mean, that demo is still available for the game on Steam. Otherwise, Townseek is set to release sometime this year in 2025 on both PC and consoles, though which specific consoles we don't yet know. Next, at number 6 is Undusted, Letters from the Past, a cozy, heartwarming game about family and cleaning long-neglected objects, which also happens to be today's sponsor. In this title, you play as Adora, who has returned home after losing her mother, so be sure to grab a box of tissues before diving into the emotional narrative. You'll accompany Adora as she cleans her family home and restores vintage mementos to their original states. The cleaning process is so incredibly satisfying, with every little speck of dust and dirt falling away as you work with a variety of different tools. This tactile experience is even further enhanced by the carefully crafted audio design, the unique pixelated lo-fi art style, and very charming object interactions. And one thing I personally really appreciate is that once you clean a certain percentage of each object, you'll unlock optional hints to help you locate where the remaining dirt is hidden. You can also opt to move on to the next item at 99% completion, or you can strive for that 100%, which I myself really enjoy doing and getting every little speck of dirt and debris. You can truly spend hours mindfully restoring the beautiful items with no time limits or risk of failure. So don't worry, the items cannot break. However, there's more to these objects than what first meets the eye, because these keepsakes will also whisper memories of the past to Adora, revealing forgotten and hidden stories from her childhood. As you work your way through each cleaning project, fragments of her family's past will begin to piece themselves back together. So, leave no item undusted. Undusted Letters from the Past is releasing October 13th on Steam and October 16th for the Nintendo Switch. Be sure to visit the link in the video description to wishlist the game and learn even more. And thank you so much to Toge Productions for taking care of creators like me and kindly sponsoring this portion of today's video. Then at number 5 is Piece by Piece, a vibrant shop simulation game with puzzle and crafting elements. In this title, you inherit your family's old woodland repair shop, where you'll restore treasured items for forest-dwelling customers. From bells to binoculars and toys to teapots, each forest friend will have something new for you to fix up by engaging with puzzle assembly mechanics. If you'd like to go the extra mile, you can even grow berries in your backyard to mix up into colorful paints that can then be used to customize your creations and sold for profit. While the assembly process alone looks very satisfying, you'll also be tasked with keeping your shop in tip-top shape by regularly cleaning up the floor, keeping the fire lit, and the cookie jar full by baking treats for your neighbors. Of course, no shop simulation game would be complete without some customization, so you'll also be able to add some flair to your place by picking out furniture, rugs, and more. Not to mention, you'll get to listen to the latest gossip from your customers. Piece by Piece is listed as coming soon on Steam, and will also be releasing on the Nintendo Switch. However, if you'd like to try out the gameplay early, there is a free demo on Steam available. Coming in at number 4 is Woodo, a cozy diorama puzzle game where you assemble small scenes in a big wooden world, one piece at a time. As you place objects in their correct spots, each scene slowly comes to life. Color fades in, there's charming little animations, and even some hidden secrets to discover. You'll also be following the story of 2 characters, Foxy and Ben the Frog, across a series of interconnected dioramas. So it's not just about solving puzzles, there's also a heartwarming narrative that ties everything together. The story of the game is said to lean into childhood nostalgia, when time was plentiful and much of it was spent outdoors, when the simplest things surprised and delighted, and when each day promised a great adventure. There's also no timers or scorekeeping, with the game adapting to your pace, providing assistance when you need it. And based on my time with the demo, I am happy to share that the feel of those diorama assembly mechanics is very tactile and satisfying. Each piece clicks into place, and there are even unique interactions available once each item has found its home. For example, clicky keyboard keys, pencil scribbles, the zipping of a zipper, lots more. There is no release date just yet for Woodo, however, the team is aiming to release it sometime in 2026 on all platforms. So I imagine this would include Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Nintendo Switch. And in the meantime, if you'd like to see just how satisfying this game is, you can try the Steam demo for yourself. Next at number 3 is Organized Inside, a slow-paced life simulation and tidying game about a cat, passion, transformation, and growth. In this cute title, you'll get to tidy up and organize cluttered everyday household items as you navigate ever-changing life experiences through the unfolding tales of 5 strangers. The game is said to include over 1,000 familiar items, and it will be up to you to find the perfect spot for each one in your own cozy space. In my time with the demo, I really enjoyed how satisfying it was to organize everything with no timers. There's also so much freedom to organize the items outside of the boundaries of the space, so you can actually sort things out before putting them away. One of my favorite things about this game specifically, compared with other organizing and unpacking type games, is that you'll get to organize things within things. So for example, you'll put individual knives into the knife block, match up the correct pots with their lids, just as some examples, which adds an extra layer of guided organization. And there are also some objects which require cleaning for even more satisfaction. The game aims to cater to both meticulous organizers and free-spirited creatives alike, so I can't wait to see how it continues to develop. And there is no planned release date just yet, but it is available to wishlist on Steam, and you can still try out that demo for yourself as we patiently wait to learn more. Then at number 2 is Hosey, a cozy renovation and cleaning game where you bring life back into a once thriving neighborhood through your relaxing hobby of home makeovers. One of the most satisfying aspects of this game is how the physics of everything is designed. So packing peanuts will shake out of boxes, trash tumbles in and out of bins, pillows plop down when you place them. The list goes on and on. But before you even start unpacking boxes and placing furniture, you need to prep the space. So this involves the most satisfying mopping experience you will ever have. I wish it was that satisfying in real life, along with the equally impressive window cleaning and wall painting. You can also interact with so many of the items. You can light candles, you can play the piano, open the window for some fresh air, and ambient soundscapes. And if you're most interested in these restoration, cleaning aspects of the game, and not as much the designing, it's honestly a great balance because in Hosey, you skip the catalog overwhelm and you choose from designer-curated collections of furniture and decor, so the pieces will automatically complement one another. Now, the types of spaces you'll also restore, clean, and decorate are unique, so you'll enjoy the challenge of designing a tiny apartment, a cozy attic, and even in amidst a power outage. If you'd like to see more, I'll have some gameplay linked in the description for your reference. I can honestly not speak highly enough about this game, and depending on when you're watching this, you might actually be able to try out the game for yourself because there is an ongoing playtest taking place on Steam. Otherwise, Hosey is releasing sometime in 2026 for PC and Mac via Steam. And finally, coming in at number 1 as the cherry on top of today's list is Power Wash Simulator 2. In this relaxing simulation game, your job is to blast away grime and restore surfaces to clean perfection. In this sequel, you'll work through a new campaign set across multiple fresh regions, beyond just the town of Muckingham, which includes Sponge Valley, Power Falls, and Luber City. Compared with the original entry, this follow-up also features improved visuals and superior equipment to clean houses, vehicles, industrial structures, and more. There will also be new multi-stage jobs that will unlock different areas of a job, from vehicle interiors to entirely different rooms. What's more is that you'll be able to share campaign progression online together for the first time. Plus, 2-player split-screen co-op will also be available, so you can team up and take on that dirt with twice the wash power from the convenience of one screen. One of my favorite touches for the sequel is that there will be a brand new home base, where you can decorate your space with furniture and collectibles that you earn, giving you a cozy resting spot between jobs. From my time with the demo, which you could try for yourself on Steam, cleaning feels just as meditative and satisfying as before, but now you have access to even more tools and variety. Taking everything great from the original and elevating it to make it even better is sure to create one of the most satisfying and relaxing gameplay experiences, which is exactly why it has earned its spot here on today's list. Power Wash Simulator 2 will be coming to Steam, Epic, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PS5 Pro, and the Nintendo Switch 2 on October 23rd. And just a little note for physical game lovers like me, although there has been no confirmation just yet on a physical release, they did do physical editions for PlayStation and Nintendo Switch for the original entry, so there's definitely a chance they could do this again for the sequel. Well, there you have it, friends. Those were 10 satisfying upcoming cozy games. So let me know down in the comments which titles from today's list you'll be playing or adding to your wish list. Anything and everything, you know I always love hearing from you. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And until next time, take care.